Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant. Today we are at the next topic, that is analysis of a complex position. We are going to look at a complicated case here. Let's try to understand what's going on in the position. First we should try to assess the position, who is better. Let's look at the pieces quickly. White has some attacking pieces. The queen and bishop eyeing a7. Rook on f3 is trying to attack f7, but it's firmly blocked by the knight on f4. Bishop c4 also attacks f7, and rook on a1 trying to attack the king, but there is his own pawn on a5. So we see some nice relationship on the b6 square, something which might happen on the 7th rank. But the whole problem here is this knight on f4. Can it be so that just one well placed knight and see other not so well placed pieces can hold back all these good pieces which white has? It's not possible practically, but the knight is doing a wonderful job. So in many of these kind of circumstances, one wants to sacrifice the material, like say rook f4, ef, queen f4, and use his bishops and look to generate play on the f7 square. But he saw that he can get something on the 7th rank, and he started to think of the move g3. See, positionally what happens when the pieces become active, they get their desired squares, strong squares, outposts, bishops on open diagonals, pieces coming closer to the king. These are the important positional factors. Sometimes in doing so, the opponent shows us that, oh, you will lose a pawn if you get these things. Means he is showing us the material facts against the positional factors. That time we should think, if I, let's say, give up a pawn or two, can I make the pieces more active? Maybe it will not give anything instantly, but if the pieces reach the enemy king, then something more serious can happen. So white started thinking of the move g3, not worrying about knight h3. So after g3, knight h3, he started looking at rook f7. The first hurdle is, it looks like there is nf2, when after rook e7, rook f8, the rook was attacked and the knight was hanging. Rook f8 helps to defend the knight on f2. That is one very important move to look at. Let's see what happens there. g3, knight h3, rook f7. Black played queen d6 in the main game, but why not nf2? Rook e7, rook f8. As we just discussed, white's pieces are more freed up now. The rook is very dangerous. White has the very strong rook f1, forcing this knight back on h3. And here see, after rook f8, rook takes f8, white has the very strong move bishop c5. It looked as though the bishop was hanging, rook is about to enter the 8th rank. But see the position with black king, white rook is already active. If this rook tries to become active, there will be rook e8 and bd6. So the black rook is confined. If any other idea, let's say knight g5 or even the move g5, then we can use the hanging state of this rook. Let's say knight g5, then there is the very strong a6, b6 followed by rook takes a7. See, this is a very important moment. Bishop a7 and bishop f8, g7 and h6 would hang. So this position is very difficult for black, almost losing. That's the reason black decided not to go in for the move knight f2. Very often we see those moves as very strong ones which didn't happen in the game, but the analysis or finding of those moves were the main factors which made the combination in the game happen. So here see, qd6 was played. This is one such incidence, and again here this is the second one. It looks as if knight will take this bishop which is trying to attack, and soon black will be able to get rook f8 and then slowly try to equalize the position. But white had again seen the very strong qb6. See, now the squares d7, a7 both are weak, and look at this deadly move. This was a move which one had to see before. Many will say it's not necessary, but see, these moves are the ones which enable the tactical ideas like g3. Now firstly, AB cannot be taken at all. I would suggest everyone to try to calculate why AB cannot be taken in their mind, and then check what I have shown. After a takes b6, there is a takes b6. It's not very complicated. bishop a7, force rook a7 check, king b8, rook f b7 check, king c8, and see, this is a typical idea with two rooks of the 7th rank. If the inner rook is protected, then the outer rook delivers mate. So here comes the very strong bishop a6. Game over. Now there is no defense to the move. Rook a8, q b8, rook b8, checkmate. At best, black can try his q d3, but then after bd3 also, he is totally winning. This is another case where the analysis is more picturesque than the actual game. Black tried rook d7, only other way to protect b7, and again white saw bishop c5. Move after move, white is pressurizing black. There are very few things that he can do. If q c7, then we see that just white will trade everything. Queen c7, forcing rook c7, then rook c7 followed by bishop takes g8. He will simply be a rook up in that position. Black tries rook f7, very interesting. Bishop takes d6, and now rook f2 check. See, even during losing positions, grandmasters are able to offer terrific resistance. Look at this line for instance. If a player is careless and he goes with the move kb3 thinking that he is just a queen up, then black simply goes with the move bd6. See, now the bishop has moved, means a into b6 is hanging, and after any move like queen e3, there is the move rook gf8. The rook is defended. Now this rook is about to enter f3, and suddenly see the position which was totally winning for white. Here there is some reason to worry about, because rooks will either double on the 7th rank. See, material is extra, but still it's very difficult to convert this one. There is rook and knight against the queen. The other rook is becoming active. White never wanted to allow all this, so he just goes queen f2, knight takes f2. Many would expect the move bg8 when bd6, and there is still some play. Of course, white is better, but white saw the even better move, bishop c5. Very important intermezzo. f8 is guarded this time, f2 hangs and g8 hangs. So black will be a full piece down. He chose to resign over here. So the beginning position where the knight on f4 was looking strong was actually already at the point of a collapse. So we must say that white's position was close to winning. I hope you will find this lesson useful and instructive. Do let me know in the comments below. Thanks for your time.